Have to save your racism for tomorrow.
Yes.
But it's always a treat when we get to do this. We're also live at Underground Sounds in real life, not live on the internet, with Dexter and all the crew from Shadow Dog Productions, doing more voiceover and voice play, audio play work for you guys. And you should be familiar with some of these people because they've all been on the podcast before, except for we got one new person, two new people. So let's go around the room and introduce you to some people. First, we have my man, John Foutz. What's going on?
How's it going? Thanks for having us on the show. You
Good.
can find me at on Twitter at John Foutz, and you can also follow our podcast if you don't mind me giving a little bump there.
Hell no, man.
At Waxing Cinematic, and we record every Monday morning at 9:30. You can follow us live. Go with Stream with the Dot. Stream with the Dot /Waxing Cinematic, and you can participate and ask us questions and keep us on our toes like Rob does.
You said Monday at 9:30, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I wasn't paying attention. I spent
What is your podcast about?
It is about movies. Since we're both independent filmmakers and we both have been passionate about movies since we were a little kid, then that sounds like we died.
Specifically about our point.
Eventually, the boil was cut off my ass. And
It's our obsession of movies.
It is, yeah. So we talk about movies, both old, new. Sometimes we'll get on a tirade about something new like Age of Ultron or Mad Max, Fury Road.
We sound like we're very attracted to films in like a very disturbing way.
Yeah.
I just like that. At first, it was like, is it okay if I promote my thing? But it's like, who would have you on their show and be like, nah, fuck that.
It's all about us.
Yeah, it's all about the black guy with tips. You're just a guy that's here. Right
And then we wind up on the cutting room floor. Is that what you're saying?
Edit that shit out, Karen. Edit that out. And then also we got first time on the podcast, Jake, man. What's going on, Jake?
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I do the Waxing Cinematic show with John every Monday. And I'm at Jake Almond on Twitter. And I've been listening to you guys for a while now, so I'm excited to be here.
He is literally the filthiest, pervertest human being I've ever met.
Jesus
by
Christ.
far, more so than any of your listeners.
Dexter says this about me, but
I have him on image block forever.
We listened to Waxing Cinematic on the way up here.
Oh, really?
I listened to it
Thanks.
this morning too, man. It is a good show.
we're still getting started. We're not on y'all's level.
Well, I like talking movies too, so like I can pretty much listen to anybody just talk movies because you guys do like thematic stuff. And you guys are talking about Christmas movies, and you immediately got me on your side because Die Hard and Lethal Weapon are definitely Christmas movies. And Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie, but we just pretend that didn't happen.
These students crossing the street at 1 a.m., as they're coming through. It's not a good thing. But,
I need to get some Rod is my co-pilot. Bumper stickers.
I was scared when he started this sentence with not to fillet you guys. It went to a good place, though.
And then also first time on the show, but we've gone to the movies with her before to see Oculus, which was a very scary good movie. I enjoyed it anyway. Karen was scared.
Yes, and still am. Never seen it again.
Karen and I were the three of us. We were all holding hands.
Yeah,
shaking.
You guys were a team. But we have
Holding you down.
Yeah, everybody was holding me. Both sides. But we got Jenna Simon. What's going on, Jenna?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm excited to be here for the first time.
Yep. Well, going to introduce you into our world of ratchetness. And
You
what's your social media stuff? How can they get in contact with you?
You can find me at Jenna Rose Simon on Twitter and Instagram.
All right.
So
cool.
I'm pretty active on Twitter.
All right. And we also have a person that's been on the show. You've been on the show like twice now, maybe?
Yeah.
And she just turned 16. So
Yeah.
So she's going to take her ratchetness up probably 5 steps, even though her mom's in the room.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mom approved.
Shout out to Jennifer over there.
She signed off on it.
Yeah, so we don't want no letters about anybody underage, guys.
Well, we got our girl Thatcher, man. What's going on, Thatch?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And where does everybody get in contact with you on social media?
I am JW_Thatcher on Twitter, Instagram, and Vine. And then I have a Facebook, Thatcher Johnson-Welden. And then my website is thatcherjw.com.
All right. And lastly, but not leastly, we got my man Dexter Gold, Shadow Dog Productions. I feel like everybody,
the group.
Yeah, I feel like everybody from our podcast definitely knows him, his work. and at least his Twitter account. So I feel like everybody does know Dex. But Dex, introduce yourself anyway, man.
Well, and I appreciate your loyal fans. You guys have the best-selling album.
Oh,
any of the albums we put out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Until the next album, which will be Sunspot and Ratchet.
Yeah, I can't. We were recording today. We recorded last year too. I can't wait for people to hear it.
It's coming out next week.
Yeah,
so
I've been having so much fun recording this stuff. Like, it's hard to record because we're laughing as we get to lines, or it's like, you know, or somebody else will read something good and you're just like, oh man, that person nailed it.
That scene, I remember being like emotionally distraught when
Dexter
took us to see that at midnight.
It's like, you know, it's gonna happen because the other movies happen after this, so you know that he doesn't kill Palpatine.
Right.
But like right when Anakin cuts his hand off, I just wanted to be like, you motherfucker! And
it fades out as he flies through.
She goes out the window.
Like, someone listening, edit that on YouTube for me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to see was right when Leia popped out of Padme's vagina, I wanted her to open her eyes, look at her sad mom for continuity issues, and you know.
Well, she did remember her.
I know, but now it's like.
I'm guessing it was through the Force, John. She had dreams through the Force.
It was third eye is the Force.
That is one of those things in Return of the Jedi now. I'm like, bitch, you were like just born.
Yeah, there's no way you remember your mom.
I think she was just lying to make Luke feel bad. What, you don't remember?
Yeah.
She's like, if I say this, he'll forget that time we kissed.
Yeah.
That was really awkward in hindsight.
They got her one with tongue, man, Andreas. Is that right?
I would say it's more like, have you guys ever seen a film called 2012?
Yes, I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like 2012, but starring The Rock. Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? I think for me, the thing that disappointed me when I seen the preview, I kept thinking it was a preview for Grand Theft Auto. Because I was like, if this is a Grand Theft Auto movie, The Rock is going to fucking kill it. Then I was like, no, it's the end of the world. I was like, I will not watch this.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, man, I had low expectations going in. And it is a very bad movie, but I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Like, it feels like what movies are about, like what going to the theater should be about, which is like some big gigantic idea that just wouldn't be right on a TV.
Right.
You need popcorn, you need a soda, you need some candy,
right.
And like I sat in the front row, and it's just like living in an earthquake, right? Now, I'm not sure about the math or the science of it.
Oh, that was
Which I'm sure is bad.
Yeah, because they were saying stuff like I read an article about it, and they were saying for the things to have happened in that film that happened on the screen to happen in real life, it would have to be a 40.1 on the Richter scale. And I think
That's the big one, man.
yeah. And I think in the movie they say it was a 9.1 that did all that. And with the Richter, every time you go up one, it's times 100. So like, you know, it was crazy. But Paul Giamatti's in there, and he's like just there for science. Like, he doesn't even meet The Rock. Him and The Rock never have a scene together. I can't shoot you in the face from right here, but I can shoot that chandelier, and then the chandelier falls on you, and like there's 20 of you guys, and we never see you guys again. But somehow that doesn't count as you guys dying a horrible, gross, like no one wants to die that way.
Well, like Bugs Bunny is worse than Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Aka people hate it when you put Aka in front of words.
Didn't they do that? Like
That's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. Yeah, but like, okay, so like acapella people and like people that like do this, and that's what their thing is. When we see this movie, we're laughing at the puns that are in the jokes and the stuff that like normal moviegoers are just like, oh, that's cute, and you're
Some
like,
of the
really,
normal
like,
people don't get.
like, method in that song versus like the beat in that one. Like, what are you doing with your life?
Guy yesterday, he was asking like why we were promoting a sponsor on Twitter,
Right.
and he's like, he goes, I just didn't think, I just thought that was out of character for you.
Like he know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I replied, I was like, and my character is like,
I'm sorry, do I know you?
right. You hit a follow button on social media, and that's
okay, you beat Rihanna. I'm like, you shouldn't have beat Rihanna, dog.
But I still
Okay, and then it was no public apology. It was no remorse. Everybody get the middle finger. You throwing chairs at the buildings, and I'm like, you know what, dog? You're fucking crazy. I will not support you or give you any more of my money. Right. You know, and I understand that people make mistakes, yada yada yada. But
say you're sorry.
Right, that's my thing. And a lot of people's like, well, why should he apologize? I say, because he beat her ass in public, so you need a public apology.
Right.
You know.
But it's very weird though, cause like if I would have liked Chris Brown's music, I wouldn't have stopped listening.
Right.
I would just be like, he's a disgusting human being. I wouldn't be in your house, but
this shit is pumping.
If you didn't do that though, we'd throw out so much good music and movies.
Right.
Well, you know, there's always people grandfather in some people. That is always kind of weird because it's like
I would never hang a Hitler painting in my house or anything.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
that's extreme.
But that dude had some pretty good stylistic choices in outfits. Right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I can understand that, but most of these people probably don't do anything quite on that level.
Yeah, well, obviously, no. But
like Mel Gibson's a violent human being.
That's what I was
exactly. But I'm never gonna not like Lethal Weapon.
Oh my god.